right, we are live. About to get into our first runner of the day. Apologize as I switch over cameras. If you were joining us for our previous live stream, we were on a different side of the gym. So now we're just kind of trying to find you guys the best angles to capture these runners. And our first runner came upon us rather quickly. So just want to make sure we get you in the right order here. So I apologize if I missed maybe a couple of things here. Let's try. There we go. So that's our program window. Good. All right, we're going to see our athlete come in. There we go. Why do we not have our athlete's name up here? Working our way through the first bit here. Tell you what, I'm going to take a break from commentating while I try to sort out this technical difficulty for you. So we will get to all of the narration here in just a second. Let me shore this thing up so that I can get my director in the seat and get you guys all the bells and whistles on our live stream. Excellent. Okay, now we're all queued up. So now you should be able to toggle between them. Yep, let me unmute my mic. Oh, looks like I was unmuted anyway. Okay, cool. So everybody just heard me working through all these problems.
Can't stand the horses.
Oh, I don't blame you. All right, our apologies to Madison. Not only first out of the gate, but then having to deal with us knuckleheads trying to figure out technology. So, all right, well, we're happy to be back with you here on another exciting action live stream. That's third one. Nope. Oh, I gotta get you out of preview mode. Back to live mode. There we go. I wonder why that camera was frozen up. Yep. Second, third, and that's fourth. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Recognized from regionals, New England regionals last year. There you go. Now you have your button. 34th. Okay. All right. She's electing to try to skip. Not a bad during the challenge run. Not a bad idea, especially if she doesn't trust her grip on that frying pan. You've noticed the blue frying pan is now taped off on both the slot, or what we would call the rim, and the handle. Or sorry, yeah, sure, you can call it a handle. Bunny hop technique. We love it. We love it. We want to do one. There you go. And then to the next one. Yeah. And the one that we were getting tripped up is back to this shot. Arms got two. Yeah. No, that should be two. I can relabel them for you if needs be. So here we've beefed up. Actually, Maine would give you a great shot of that. Yep. You go to copy. Copy will get you the last one. Yep. No, that counts. They're in the wrong order. There's one. There she is. Yeah, we need a different angle here. It's not. We do need the shot of the buzzer. All right. There we go. Yep. That is challenge one. Yep. All right. Now we've got. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Oh. Shoot. You switched to a scene right as I was deleting it. So which one are we missing here? That's okay. Challenge name. Wait, that got moved to main? What is happening here? No. All right, you know what, folks? I'm trying to do too many things here today, and I'm trying to fix our live stream while doing obstacle repair and everything else. So I will come back to commentate in just a little bit. In the meantime, Rena will continue to switch you through on the action, and please enjoy the ambient sounds of Ninja at Action Mode.
Okay.
All right. Well, uh, we're doing our best with the camera angles here for you folks, but these runners are just going way too fast, and there's not enough downtime in between to be able to make adjustments and try to capture everything. Um, like I said, it's an amateur operation on the live stream over here. We're kind of victims of all of the technology that we have installed here, but it all requires everything to work in sync. So when you bring these three angles, so you can at least get an idea of it, and hopefully my verbal descriptions can provide a little bit more color context to it. So sorry to all the athletes who missed out on that during their runs, but we'll pick it up right here with Luke. So he's going to get a second shot here at the obstacle we're calling scamper. So the idea here is we've got a slanted panel that these ninjas need to run past. Grab the Stage 4 Designs magnetic ring, hook it onto the Ben Scraley Collection bolt-on skyhook, and then make their way around through the lane changer to the platform over there, where Luke just kind of puddled himself down onto. Then it's an up and down through the, I would hesitate to call them devil steps, but they're bars basically. And then this final obstacle is kind of a throwback to, there we go, to the bungees that we've seen in years past. We've used them in various capacities, but it's not an obstacle that we see a lot of in competition, at least this season. Just going through our obstacle menu, and namely in the basement in our Wellesley gym, and had the right idea for just some rough and rowdy off-roading for a 10th obstacle. So it's really pumpy. This whole back section of this course is incredibly pumpy. A lot of these athletes just aren't quite ready for it. But we're starting out again with our over-under through. We've got Alexa making the trip up from Connecticut, training out of Hamden, through the barrel slider, and pick her up through those Stage 4 designed moon rocks. That's a new obstacle that we just built for this comp. Hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more of those in future qualifiers, potentially at the regional level, maybe. Anything is possible. Alexa's got a grip on that frying pan handle. She makes her way through these absolutely maddening spinning discs that the heavier the athletes get, the more these things spin. So if you watched it all yesterday, the lighter athletes were able to kind of, quick sort of gingerly make their way through. These heavier athletes, the teenagers, have to resort to that bunny hop technique, which honestly is a pretty safe technique, especially when they're at full spin like that. But taking out a lot of competitors that, are high flyers, but maybe their balance isn't quite on par with what we're asking of them. We saw a little earlier with Elliot Goins trying to hack it down. If you know anything about Elliot, you know that shouldn't be a surprise at all. And if you're going to do it in the challenge course, right? Obviously, you can burn one there to try something innovative. Now, this bolt-on skyhook move made even trickier by the fact that there's a happy medium between making the move from the box to the ring to the hook accessible. But then for our taller athletes, having to keep their legs up. So if we put that hook up much higher, what you would see would be a lot more fail rate on this move right here that she's about to do, which is the reach out and hook. So a little bit higher, and you'd probably see some athletes whiff on that. It would make the skyhook transfer a little bit easier, but you would probably see a higher fail rate on the actual attachment. Now she's got her legs moving. Launches it and makes the connection. Nice. You still got to get through and make that touch point. There she goes. So another obstacle completed. She got through 7. I don't know why my leaderboards aren't working. Oh, there she goes. Okay. That moves her into first place. Let's see. There we go. Now it is. Cool. So quick check of the leaderboard. Now that we know those are working again, we'll keep you updated on those. You know what? Let's see if our run order works. There it goes. All right. So 12 more athletes to go in this wave, starting with Paige. Paige out here representing Surge. Seen a lot of Surge athletes this weekend. Competing very well. Coach Vince was here all day yesterday. Coach Alex. There she goes, sets her hips, uses those long arms to make the reach. That move a heck of a lot easier today for these taller athletes than it was yesterday for even like the preteens that had to dynamically go to that. Let's see, I think our next competitor might be at a height disadvantage, so we might have to see that dynamic throw. Paige making short work of those spinning discs. Now she's another one, those long legs. She's going to have to keep them up for this backswing. Nice. The rings are on a restrictive front swing, so that obstacle is going to function a little bit more like a static lache. The rings will flip up on you towards the end, so it's kind of a hybrid between like a traditional trapeze throw and a static bar lache. So kind of an intricate move there that if you're wondering, hey, it's just a couple of rings to a throw. These athletes, should be able to do that in their sleep. Just that slight variation definitely trips them up and slows them down, because otherwise we'd be getting, minute 15 completions on this course. Every move has just a little subtlety to it, which is the job of the course designers to find new and novel ways to trip up these athletes. Stage 4 Designs worked really hard on this course to make sure that we gave athletes an appropriate challenge. That wouldn't just turn this thing into a track meet, but also have some moves that they're familiar with, maybe showcase some of the new obstacle designs that we've been putting out there. So our team over at Stage 4 always working hard to try to come up with new... Oh, almost fell off the side there. For over 10 years, we've been coming up with new ways to challenge athletes. That's a lot of obstacles. There we go. She's got to get herself set. Now, there is a little bit of play in that hook, as you'll see. You can kind of see it moving back and forth there. That's not a sign of a poorly made obstacle. What it is the way that hook attaches up to the truss. It uses something called cheeseburger clamps, which any ninja gym would know about. And that one in particular is on what we call swivel cheese around our parts. So basically it's one that can be set at any angle, but there is just a little bit of play in that bracket in there. And so that's where the torque on that obstacle is coming from, which again, it's not structurally unsolid, but it does give the athlete something else to think about, because now the ring's moving, the hook is moving, and the swivel clamps are moving a little bit. There's a lot of moving parts, and their brains are making thousands of calculations every second just to try to find the right angle to make that connection. So I mentioned earlier, our next athlete might be a little at a height disadvantage here, coming up on those frying pans. We'll have to see. Two of his brothers competed yesterday. His little brother Ike and his youngest brother Levi got his first WNL experience. Zach's been doing ninja with us here at Action for a few years, competes out of the Wellesley team. Just a wonderful family of enthusiastic ninjas. He's come so far in his ninja career. I remember having him in class when he was just a little tyke. And now here he is in the teen division. And there's that move. So you can't static it. So he's going to have to organize his hips. Now he does have the ability to brachiate. So hopefully Coach Josh is telling him, hey, calm those hips down. There you go. Stack the hands. Reaching around the backside. He wants to go right hand first to this one. He's going to match, set his hips. And just peels off. That is a tough grab. Coach Josh going to get him a little bit more chalk. Hopefully it stays by the time he gets there. And is that going to be enough to get Zach through this? This obstacle made infinitely more difficult just by the sheer size, but that's what ninjas do when they adapt. Wonderful brachiation move right there. That's exactly what you want to see. Real time. There you go. Overhand left and a match with the right. That's a solid grip. And he's out of there. Nice job. Now, got to be careful here. Coming around the corner. To the save. Went to his knees. That's acceptable. Little bunny hop. And he's out. All right. Now, he should have an easier time with his clearance here on this obstacle. So, oh boy. His hips are everywhere on this swing. Oh boy. Yeah, so you can see that restricted front swing tripping him up a bit there. He's going to compose himself. We use the phrase all the time. He's got to stay organized here. Get his shoulders, hips, hands, and feet all working together in concert. Yeah, you can go too big here, but that restricted swing. So really when you get there, you got to throw earlier before the rings kind of flip up and pop it. Almost like anybody who's taken a ball and you hold it in your hand and you throw it up in the air and then pop it off your elbow and back into your hand. That's kind of that same movement there. It's a little snap that just sends your body through the air. Oh, and Zach coming up short on the sky hook. I know Zach's capable of that move. I've seen him do sky hooks 100 times in practice, but every situation is a little different. And adaptation is the name of the game. All right. Next up, we have Knox out of Action Norwood, a home competition for Knox today. There he goes. Sliding underneath. Just recklessly throwing the legs away, reminiscent of a Fallsbury flop. Just disrespecting the moon rocks, but came in a little too hot. So that'll be a ding on this obstacle, which is meaningful because that means he's going to have to get through this first try. So let's see. Does he have the length to make the static? He does. That's a huge benefit. Now, can he stack his hands properly on this one? Going underhand. Yeah, that was that backside underhand grip, call it the cowboy grip, is a tough one because your grip takes your weight, or your grip takes your weight. Jesus, all right, there we go, and makes it a little. Your wrist just doesn't have the power in that situation to hold your weight unless you are an exceptionally gifted athlete. Now, I may be incorrect, but I think this was the athlete that I was talking to Coach Nolan about earlier. We were reminiscing about some of our ninja alumni, and I was like, yeah, I had this wonderful kid who used to compete for me, Carter Smith, just a great human being, but we called him the drag racer because he was either kept it down the track or he was all over the place. It was Ricky Bobby. He was not afraid to spin the tires as long as he was going fast. It seems like just watching Knox on this run here, I get a lot of the same inclinations. A lot of power. Sometimes not always sure what to do with it. But in my experience with athletes like that, when they do eventually get it together, it is a thing of beauty. When it hooks up, these guys move so fast. Checking his hand there a little bit. Looks like he's got some tape on his fingers. Might be battling some rippers. Let's see if he can negotiate these bungees. He's got about 22 seconds left to go. We saw Matthew Zimmerman earlier get through this obstacle with only 15 seconds on the clock and managed to get a buzzer, and that's exactly where Knox is at right now. Look at those L's. Control in the bounce. Abs tight. Oh, but just missed that grip right there. One more check of the hand. And he's going to forego the buzzer. So hopefully he learned a lot on his challenge run. And then he can adapt for flow. All right, next up, Sydney Phillips. Also running the, can't tell her jersey. Red, white, and blue. Yeah, I can't tell from the jersey. It doesn't look like a team is popping up here on our NinjaWorks overlay that's thankfully working and providing us some information about these athletes so we can. Oh, just a little. That was good. Okay, cool. We might have caught a little bit of the floor, but I got monitors blocking my view. Judge Jared has the bird's eye view. He's dialed in. Every little foot tap. That was nice. That 1-2 right there. It was subtle, but she threw just a little off, leading one shoulder than the other. She did it again on the dismount there. That's a nice natural movement. It really gives you a lot more control over your laches if you can, kind of time it. One hand, lead hand, trail hand. That's a great technique for what we call it at Stage 4 Designs. We call them double downs. You probably know it more as like a slot grab or a special delivery. Whenever you have a restricted area that your hands can get into on the grab, the 1-2 just allows your eyes to track it a little bit better. I think similar to like a volleyball player, kind of tracking the ball in the air, and then they're able to bring their trail hand through and hit it. It's a good technique. All right, Sydney's going to reload here on the scamper. She's got to get to that touch point to complete this obstacle, which is the key that you see there hanging down behind the, we call them fiends. We don't want NBC Universal coming after us for referring to the more common yellow tiny creature that you might be familiar with. So she's got to hook up this connection off of the ring and then get to that first grab on the key. Or actually, I guess the platform is where Jared's pinging that one. During the elite wave, we will see this whole line will be opened up and connected. So there will be no rest point there, no box in between. But that'll be for the elites coming up at 5 o'clock today as Sydney finishes that program. And that's good enough for third place for Sydney. So bumps Madison out of the podium spot and bumps Caroline Moores down to 5th. All right, next, our first look at Kira out of TA. May be mistaken. I don't think I saw any TA athletes on the Tier 2 course yesterday. Yeah, I don't remember seeing any on the roster for Tier 1. I'm sure there might have been. No, I'm depending on scheduling. We may see. No, I don't think I saw Jacob Arnstein for elites later, but there we go. Little bumpy dynamic. Flip that hand around. There you go. Don't go cowboy grip there. Oh, I have the list right in front of me. Look at that. The elites. Jacoby Carter. Karen, Josh. Yep, no Jacob Arnstein on the list today. with Premier Series happening, a lot of our top top tier athletes electing to compete there instead of here today. That's fine. Accept the challenge. But it also opens up opportunities for a lot of qualifiers to get through who would otherwise kind of be bumped out of those top spots, take home some of that action hardware, maybe even get themselves a podium. Which is what we love to see. Nice. Oh, thought you had. All right, reload here. Get another shot. It was real close on that one. I'd be surprised if she picks this one up here. Still alive. There you go. Now she got it. And sticks the dismount. Okay. Now, if she can get past this move here, still got a minute left on the clock. So if she can hook up the ring connection and get to the platform, she'll be in really good shape to bust onto that podium. Hips look good coming around. Oh, maybe gone a little too far there. Looking for an opportunity to hit that hard back hitch. There it is. Nope. Maybe this one. There we go. Now she's up. Oh, but just couldn't make the grab. Just, oh man. Like a sack of potatoes. Maybe might have caught her head on the other box in there. Maybe those boxes are padded, but if you come in with that much force, it doesn't always feel great. All right, Riley Kelly, all the way from Winthrop, Maine, coming to us from Maine Warriors. They got here early today for this wave and showed up in force. Great team up there in Maine. We all see them a couple times a year, but then always see them down at regionals. Oh boy. Now, I totally dig Riley's hairstyle, but that's twice now that it's kind of flipped down into her face as she's running. There she was. Good. Man, if I could rock a hairstyle like that, I would be so stoked. I've been bald since I was 16. I mean, that ship has indeed sailed, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. That's it. That's it. She's got it. She's got it. She's got it. She's got it. Yes! Makes the connection. Okay, you might be able to hear her teammate and coach giving her the cues to get through. Sometimes that's all you need. As a ninja coach myself, sometimes I feel like a dog trainer. I'm just like, here, now, good, this. But it's those short bursts of crucial information that keep athletes dialed in and focused. Oh, look, she's standing right there. Good. Give her a visual cue. Yep. She's exactly right. Big backswing. Hitch it hard on the back. Nope, didn't quite have enough there. She's got to get her feet up higher and imagine that she's got like a ring or a loop attached right at her tailbone and somebody's just yanking it up to the ceiling. That cue of hinging your hips up. That hip hinge, so crucial, like akin to like when you're cueing someone on how to do a deadlift. It's all about that hip hinge. That's where your power comes from. Right there. Drive that tailbone up. Don't worry about the rotation. That'll come around. Yeah. A bit lost in the sauce on that one, unfortunately. But good enough for fifth place. It's a good showing. So it's going to take somebody getting through that move right there to bust onto the podium here. And with, it was Riley. Okay. Riley, Allison, and Lauren. Okay, so we got two more girls to go. And we saw a lot of athletes out of Wicked Ninjas yesterday. Tewksbury, Mass. Coach Nick was definitely a force of nature in here yesterday, coaching all of his young athletes. At one point in the day, he had completely lost his voice. Seems like he's gotten it back today. That was clinical. She clamped onto that thing. Ooh, but in that cowboy grip, oh boy, she's stacking them. Oh no, her thumb was up. She's good. Her thumb was up. This one is looking okay. Gets through it. She's looking very dialed in here. I'd be surprised if she makes a good go. If she can get through this one. Time is good. Love it. Love it. Yeah. If she can make a run here through Stanford, this has a podium run written all over it. And all right, this is a crucial moment here. So coming in on a side angle like that, it immediately sets your hips going back and forth. And so the correction is to try to get your momentum going in a straight line. So there's an automatic momentum switch here. There you go. That's it. He's got her dialed. She's got it. She needs a bigger swing, a little bigger swing. Okay. 49 seconds. Plenty of time. If she can get that hip correction early and get to her big backswing, now she knows the amount of power it's going to take. Yeah, you can't see her on the live stream because Coach Nick's standing right in the way. We apologize for that. We can see her from our vantage point back here. She's swinging big. Oh, I thought she needed one more. Yep. One more would have done her. All right, going for a ride on lane changer. Clock winding down. Just going to get a few reps in here on the bars. Just one. One's all you need. All right. Pretty nice and tidy run out of Allison right up until the skyhook move. Everything else looked very proficient. All right, on to Owen Hart. He is under. He is through. That completes the over, under, through. Or out, as we call it. Nicely done there. Another TA athlete with Coach Dave on the sideline. Nice little brachiation to get himself to that leg on ham and legs. Overhand and smooth. Very quickly through. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Little back step, little back step. Goes with Bunny Hop for the last one. Probably a solid move. Don't want to take any chances on those guys. Nothing takes the wind out of your sails faster in a ninja competition than just a little slip on a balance. We always hate to say it. Like, balance, obviously a necessary component. And as a person who loves designing diabolical balance obstacles, I mean, maybe I take sadistic pleasure in tripping these guys up a bit. But from an athlete's perspective, you know, you just don't want to fail on balance. All right, call cautiously making his way through the scamper. Scamper's turned into more of a, I would call it, I don't know, what would you call that, Marina? It's not really a scamper if they're using their hands and kind of a cat crawl or a
Sounds better.
crab walk. We'll find the animal eventually. We'll get back to you. But keep it right here for the rest of Owen's run. Great. Oh, I thought you had a big enough swing on that one. My vantage point to this obstacle is I'm looking straight through some devil steps and truss. So I like to see that hook at the end. Oh yeah, there we can see it from there. Okay. So what we're going to do for you guys as we get down here to the end of this challenge course is I'll make some camera adjustments in between the challenge and flow. The course judges will make some obstacle adjustments because we're going to switch a few things out for these guys. Maybe a bigger. Yep. Just can't quite get the backswing enough to nail that one. 8th place for Owen. Give the female one up now. There you go. And the male one. There you go. All right. 5 more athletes to go. Cole Jackson up next. It just sounds like an athlete. Cole Jackson. And up and through. Very nicely done here. Oh, he's got plenty of length to static his way through this guy. Yeah, needs to set his hips to come around. Good rotation. Very nice. Bunny hop. Yeah. That's definitely deliberate. Coach Nick is ramping up his enthusiasm there a little bit with his previous athlete, Riley. Bunny hops. Actually, it wasn't Riley. All right, scampering around, reaches up, gets the ring. Hand on the top. I haven't noticed. All right, so you're going to try this one again. The ring is reset. Coach Jared gives him the go-ahead. And Cole reaches up. If you're wondering where you can find those magnetic rings, they will be on the Stage 4 website in time for our Black Friday sale that is happening now. But as soon as we get through this event, this has obviously been our main focus for the last week or so. We want to be able to bring you the newest obstacles and our latest creations as soon as possible. But we maintain our website regularly, but setting up for a double header, WNL took a lot of our bandwidth. So we promise you will get an email whenever new products drop from Stage 4. So you can be the first to go out and get them for your home, or if you're lucky enough to own a Ninja Gym, we encourage you to check out our new commercial section where we have little, I'm good? Okay. A little more commercially based products, things you would see in like a regional 5. All right. Quincy still sitting at the top of our leaderboard there. And now we have Braden Rodriguez coming up and over the top and through. Make short work of the barrel. Stumbling through the moon rocks. Braden is a very, about to say, he is a Powerful athlete, very capable. We saw him, I want to say at our last Nina, I think was the last time I saw him. Braden compete. Ultimate has a very formidable older contingent. Their teens and young adults are some of the strongest in the region. Just kids that have grown up doing ninja since they were, mature kids, preteens, and now they're here. Excellent hip movement on his backswing. Watch him hinge his hips, hangs those legs short. That's what gives him that little pop. Very nicely done through there. Little scamper, then he elects to duck down and go mini Pete. There's a throwback for you. Oh, that drag step was nice as well. Now, can he get his... He swings big, but this is a big swing in a tight space. Gosh, this move turned out to be the crux of things here. All right. Goes mini style again. He's going to go back and get the ring. Hooks it on. All right, come on. Big moves in tight spaces. He's a little sideways, but still manages to reach out. He had it in the range. Now he's got to correct his swing here to get to the platform. There we go. Timing was excellent. But that platform just isn't lining up for him there. He gets the foot to it and gets the clear. Comes around the bend for the lane changer. Nice. Still alive here. 15, 16 seconds left. He can move big. If he puts a big move, ooh, we might see our first dynamic jump here. I don't know if he can even get up there in time. Big jump out. Pop it. Pop those hips. Maybe one of these times I would love to see. Good job, Rig. An athlete try to go dynamic with that. I can only imagine what the elites are going to try in redemption time later tonight. I will not be here for it. So. One, because probably give me a heart attack watching those guys flying around through those things. And two, I have a banquet to attend tonight. All right, here's Cole McDonald, a hometown kid in his hometown gym, just right up the road here in Dedham. Now, he's one of our smaller competitors in this division. Smaller and lighter. An advantage on some obstacles and not on others. Not an advantage on this one. Let's see if he's got the reach. No, not quite. So he's in the same boat that Zach Sherman was earlier. See if he can get this little mini dynamic move here. Nice. That was very tidy. We like that. Good. Gets the grip. Flexing those L's. Good control out of Cole. He's going with that little hybrid bunny hop. It's the longest 18 inches you're ever going to see, the distance between those two spinners. Because under regular circumstances, you're like, just take a step. But it's the closest thing we can do to recreating ice in the gym. Pop, good. He's got a little spring in his giddy up today. Nice, solid landings. Very cautious through this scamper. So what's happening with that obstacle, and well, it comes down to a question of fairness, right? So oh my gosh, straight to the floor. What happens with a lot of these ninja competitions and the athletes that participate in them is there's a great prevalence of chalk that just sort of permeates everything in the gym and settles onto every flat surface, as our laptops and monitors will attest to. Um, but the issue there is that chalk is great and sticky for hands, but not for shoes. And so I would imagine there's quite a bit of chalk on that scamper right now, making it unnecessarily slippery. Now, one might then ask, as Cole makes the connection a bit easily, like I mentioned, that was going to be an advantage for him being smaller on an obstacle like that. He just has more room to operate. Um, but one might say, well, Nate, why don't you guys just wipe it down? To which I would reply, well, wiping it down in between every runner or after every competitor is just not logistically feasible. And then, you know, we may get the occasional competitor or parent or onlooker say, oh, well, you know, my athlete's running, why don't you rub it down every 5? Well, how's that fair to the 5th competitor if, the first competitor gets a fresh one? So ultimately, it's just sort of like, the batter's box getting dug out over the course of a baseball game, or, the field getting broken in a little bit on the soccer pitch or something like that. It's just kind of how it goes. The field changes throughout the day. Oh, yeah. She does. Lauren out of Ascend, I can only imagine. Well, usually trust, that's perfectly legal. We know many things about Ascend, but probably the number one is these kids like to go fast. Now, there was that backhand grip, though, just a slight miscalculation there. And depending on her grip strength, it's not impossible. It's just a harder way to do it. Let's see if she changes her hand position here at all. Does have right hand stacked on top. She's going back to that thumb up. Thumb down on the bottom hand. Oof. Very nicely done. They spun, but she got off them before it affected her. See how she lifts her hips on her backswing. That is the swing that you need. That little pop. Nolan. It's the transition from there to there. That's the. Yep. Oh, actually, no. The one on the wall is not active right now. I screwed that one up. Yeah, I got to fix it in between. Ouch! 2 in a row. I got to fix it in between challenge and flow. It's the one that gives us the most coverage. Yeah, of course. All right, and back to our regularly scheduled programming. Sorry, guys, it's a party over here at the broadcast booth. There, she got it. All right. Now, Lauren's not as tall as some of the competitors we've seen, not as small as Cole. She's a bit taller, but looks like she has good room to operate. Yeah, that's a perfect hit. She's got that. See how she can get a straight line. When you're taller, you can't get your legs just bent in the right position to get you going straight. Comes around the corner, drops it in. Very nice. All right, 18 seconds left. I don't think she has enough time to complete the course, but that puts her in first place right there. She banked that time early on the course by being efficient through the earlier obstacles, and maybe she'll get a chance to touch this one. 2, 1. All right. Yeah. Got to the middle. Great run out of Lauren. That's going to knock her up into first place. 9 obstacles completed. She completed 9 in almost the same amount of time that it took Paige to do 7. So it just tells you that she was really moving. All right, next up we have Shane, our final competitor of this challenge portion of this wave. Again, out of Wicked Ninjas. apologies. We've been doing a lot of talking this weekend. I think my voice will make it through. Here we go. He's all right. So he's in a bit of an awkward L's position there, but he's trying to get his hands sorted out. He's backhand. Like you look at his. Oh God! Now his hand. Sorry, his hands are all over the place. There. This is the position he needs to be in. Shoulders facing, left hand forward. Now he got it sorted out. That is only a hand's width hold. Nope. Don't go thumbs down, buddy. Come on. Thumb up. Thumb up. Thumb up. Yeah, he just can't seem to get it figured out. Hopefully, if he takes another run out, he did burn a lot of time pushing bad positions. There he goes. It's getting the cue from Nick of how he wants him to grab it. He did a lot of work on a hold off of that leg that is only, as you can see, a hand's width apart. There it is. Now he got it sorted out. There we go. Trust the grip. So there it was. All it was that little tiny, small move of thumb down. Okay, now he's got to make up some time here. So he can be efficient. Kick and pitch. Now see how he's not pitching his hips on the backswing as much as we just saw Lauren do before. Just watch that little movement of his hips as they come up and back on the backswing here. And he bring him up. So he's still leading with his feet and arching his back. He's got to pop his hips a little bit there. He still might make it. Yep, there he goes. All right. It took a bit of a bigger swing. Again, there's not one way to get through obstacles for the most part. There might be some that is the case, but there's just more and less efficient ways, essentially. And the ninjas that you see go really fast, that look like they're almost effortless in the way that they move through the course. Sure, they might have a bit more strength than some, or a bit more coordination, but it's just all about that efficiency. Can he get out of there? No. All right, well, almost through the scamper, just ran out of time. Okay, well, we are moving from the challenge to the flow course. They're going to make a couple of changes to the course. We're going to make a couple of changes to our live stream, get all of our cameras up and working again for you guys so you can get great coverage of the flow course that will happen in just a few minutes. Oh God, what am I doing here? Where do I edit the actual key? this flow live? Okay. Okay. Cool. Oh. Did you want to raise up that? Did you want to raise up that first sky hook? Like, certainly before the next wave. I know we can't do it for these guys, but like, you want do you want to do it? Is Jared okay with that? Because these guys were getting jammed so hard underneath there, like the taller ones. Like, okay. Oh, where did I see it? I just saw it. Thanks. Yeah. What's that? Oh, you got the survey. I was gonna say we didn't get the results back from those yet. Already, it's not even over. All right. I don't. I don't remember. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Neither are the magnet. We will. We absolutely will. Okay. I think I got you back in action.
said ledges. What? Okay. What did we get?
And we're back. All right. We've done some updates to both our course and our live stream cameras so we can pick these athletes up a little bit better for you. Hopefully now we're switching through on all the yeah, there we go. All right. Now we can say nice things about Madison Crosby. Coming all the way up from Connecticut. Actually, I think I tried to power through Madison's run the first time. Oh no! On a flow course. I mean, just those little slips. This is why I really like this format of doing challenge first and then flow. If that had happened and it's only a flow, and you drove all the way up from Connecticut and you paid your entry fee to get into this comp, and you just slip on a little balance like that, you know, and sure, redemption time, why not? But you want to compete, you know? So she at least gave herself a chance today. And it's not like she didn't know what to expect from that obstacle too, so. Yeah. But she'd been on it before, you know, in the challenge course. But I guarantee you she's not going to be the last one you're going to see do that in this wave. It's the danger of the flow course format, and anytime you put tricky balance obstacles in something like that, it is bound to happen. So that's the way it goes. But she'll take another ride on the lane changer and finish up her time. Just a reminder, flow course format, it is fall and done. So whatever obstacle you fail on, that is the one you're going to have to live with. But if you get a full clear, it's all the more glorious. There's no room for error here. A couple of changes to the flow course here. We have actually raised the level of the skyhook, the first one that was given the taller athletes so much trouble. So we'll see what that does to some of our smaller competitors if they have to make more of a reach. But in the effort of fairness, we wanted to give both sides a chance. And Juliet is flying. Look at her go. I know. Verena's finding out the hard way. The faster these athletes go, the harder it is to keep up with them. Wait till we hit Elite. He's just back here clicking buttons. Oh, you'll be so dialed in by that point, you'll be fine. Bunny hop technique. There we go. Nice job, Juliet. All right, making good time here. So 1:15 on the clock. The flow course is a shorter time limit. It was 2:30 for the challenge, 2 minutes for flow. So these athletes are going to be moving. All right, now let's see if she's still good. Oh, they started with the ring up there. Okay, now I see. We had done that for the younger age groups too. That definitely won't be the case for the elites later, and maybe not the case for the adults either. I'm not sure. Really, it'll be up to Judge Jared to see if he's going to force them to make the jump. But it looks like the judge giveth and the judge taketh away. He gave them the ring already on the skyhook, but then took away their ability to fail. All right, Juliet's eyeing up the bungees. 16 seconds left. So it's not like it's just a straight bungee either. I deliberately put a bunch of like, oh, there you go, knots up in there as you're coming down, just to trip them up. Think of it as like bumps in the road. The name of the obstacle was originally supposed to be off-roading in New England. So when I drew that one up, it was supposed to have Stage 4's BFRs hanging from it. Looked like big off-road tires. But when the Stage 4 crew got a hold of the idea, they were like, no, that's ridiculous. You're going to knock people out with those giant rings up there. So they opted for a safer version. If you watched earlier live streams, you might have seen there was a ring in there before. Of course, Judge Jared, who had final sign-off on all obstacle ideas, threw me a bone there, I guess. It's trying to stay true to the idea. Oh, Lorelei. Just couldn't quite make the grab. Lorelei, one of our newer ninjas representing the Action Boston team. And really, shouts out to Coach Isaiah, and Matt, Pardo, Liam, Kathy O, the whole crew down there, Omri, all the part-timers, all the guys down there in Boston for really just building a fantastic community from the ground up. You know, there were a few transfers from Action Wellesley or people that we had known in the past, but watching those guys grow that program into something that we're truly proud of, and what I think is one of the most beautiful ninja gyms you're ever going to see. Such a unique space, and they do it. You know, the Action. Yeah, right? The city gym. That's a good way to describe it, Verena. So come visit us in the Auerbach Center. If you come down, middle of the day, you can catch a Bruins practice. Celtics practices are closed, but
So much to do.
yeah, Boston Landing is fantastic. New Balance has been a great partner for us. We just love that facility and love to see what it's grown into. And we love the community and the athletes that represent it. So shouts out to Lorelei and the rest of her team for being a part of it. We really appreciate you guys. As Lorelei's time expires, a crisp high five from Coach Days. Kudos to her for getting out here and participating today. So you got a great shot of Tommy Riggs up in the scaffold. The truss. Oh God, words are starting to go. All right, we got Joey Giulianello. Oh, that stinks. He is definitely a contender for podium easily. But what happens is when you get a lot, look at the power out of this kid. My God. When you get a lot of thoroughbreds, now, yeah, dude, way to do the obstacle the way I wanted it done. Um, when you get a lot of top athletes with power that all know they can go fast and have had a little bit of time on some of these obstacles, their confidence is high, they're going to push that pace. Look at him, now he's just having fun. Um, and tricky little intricate obstacles, sometimes things can happen. But that's the gift and the curse of being one of these superior athletes is like, you trust your skills. Yes, he is. One might say manhandling it. Yep. I mean, any of these guys that have been doing this long enough understands that can happen on any given course. I doubt his disappointment will last for very long. He knew what he was doing out there. Yeah, he's already smiling over there with Cliff. He'll get through it. It's just another day of Ninja. As the great Nate Pardo liked to say, it's Ninja. Anything can happen. All right, here we have Ethan Silent Boone of Bedford, New Hampshire. Taking a trip down from tax-free New Hampshire. If you're ever up Tilton Way, visit one of our team sponsors, New Car of Tilton, Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. See if I can shout out their name a couple more times over these live streams. Maybe they'll hook me up on a new pickup truck. Oh, he thought about it. He thought about making a run straight through that thing like he just saw Jackson do, but elected to take the safer route. So Ethan comes all the way down to New Hampshire to train at Ultimate. I wonder what that commute's like. Ultimate Obstacles, one of our Nina member gyms, a long time, one of our friends of the industry, as they say. So convenient, so many places in West Boylston. All right, Ethan's got 26 seconds to finish this course. Yeah, does chalk help on bungees? I don't know. He's got to move now, though. He's got himself down to 17, 16 seconds. Work with the bounce. It would appear that chalk does not help on bungees. All right, we got Niall coming up. All right, Niall. Just wanted to wash his hands right before his run. Maybe found a little too much liquid chalk there. Down through the curtain slider, across the moon rocks, and going underhand through there. Very tidy. All right, we like that. It's one step through those spinning discs. And it navigates it cleanly. Gets the skull. And sticks the landing. All right. Taking the more conservative route here. Just has to get to that ring. Now, I think he's one of the competitors that'll benefit from raising the height of that hook. See how much more room he has to operate? That sky hook is just much easier to negotiate when you just have a little bit more room for those long legs. All right, into the lane changer. Gets the dismount there. Coming up and back down. All right, making the final cinch. He's got a lot of time on the clock. He is moving. You see him emerge from behind the truss there. Gets the first grip down the bungee. Big body. Nice. Very nicely done. And out. That was a solid run from Niall. 134.22. This is what I say, why Jackson knew he had to go fast. He knew he was going to have, Joey Giuliano. Jackson, I think, is his younger brother. All right, now speaking of fast, I didn't get to talk about this kid much in the first run because I was too busy trying to fix cameras. But blink and it may be over. Elliot Goins, we joke all the time with him in practice that his body is made of springs. So much explosive. There, you see it right there, popping. Oh, you didn't see it because Tommy's holding the curtain. He just popped right over that over in a Kong ball. But his biggest thing is getting ahead of himself, kind of like what Joey did earlier. But he can static through here. Solid grip. So much tension. He likes to bunny hop this time. Gets through it. All right, now we can see Elliot start to go to work. Look at his hips come up. Subtle. Gets to undergrab. So he kind of wraps his hands around underneath. I don't know if all athletes do that, but it might not be an Elliot signature move, but he definitely does it all the time. And here's about it from us. Okay, here we go. I thought he was thinking about linking it. Thought better of it. He knows it's a flow course. He's got to get himself sorted out here. Working with it. There he goes. Now he's in range. Locks it down. All right. Pushes off the box. Now he's got to pick up the pace here a little bit. Big backswing. Into the lane changer. These are the meaningful obstacles now. Very tidy through there. Skips 3 on the way up. Yeah, he's bumping down through here and out. 38 seconds, so he's a little behind Niall's time. I may be mistaken, but he looks a little pumped. Yeah, slapping his arms up there in the rafters. Wow. I can't remember the last time I saw Elliot pumped, but job well done. Gets enough of those grips to get up there. Gonna finish with about 10 seconds left. Nice, and a buzzer for Elliot. That is huge for him. It's been a minute since Elliot got a full pull on a flow course. That might just be the confidence boost that he needs to really go on a run here. He's been chomping at the bit for a while. Second place behind Niall. All right, Lindsay Heilman, rocking the sleeve monster out of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Going backhand. Excellent pace, scampering. Gets it going. Nothing good. Stand up nice and tall. I like it. Oh, there it was. Got the hook up the one time on the sky hook. He's not wasting any time. This kid's got coordination coming out of his ears. Skips up 2. Little sideways hips going. He's dropping it down. He's there. Oh, that was the first kind of overcorrection that we've seen. Making the extension. Almost a minute left on the clock. Wow. Uses that bar to reach out really far. Goes right into the belly of those bungees. That might be the first time that phrase was ever uttered. Belly of the bungees. Quincy with a buzzer and a flex. We need to love it. A well-deserved sleeve monster that pushes him in the first place. All right, a minute 19. Wow, he was flying. Flying. All right, now somebody else who knows how to go fast. Maybe not as tall as Quincy, but Griff. You know he's going to want to come out of here flying. So he's behind the curtain. It's almost like a quick reveal as they come popping through here. There he goes. Now back into that first turn. Flies through. Big jump. Oh, just the same thing that happened to Joey. If you have to hit that brachiation. So the handle on that leg is not a. Ooh, that was clean. Such control over his laches. I mean, this kid's been going fast since he was 8 years old. And he's out. As I was saying, the handle on that leg is not wood. It's actually poured urethane, and it's a little textured. So the athletes might feel like they have, enough grip on it, but it's not our usual urethane texture that we put like on our vertical limits or on our wedges or anything like that. Slaps the buzzer in frustration. Okay. All right, I'm pulling double duty now. Just in time for our next action athlete. We have Caroline Moores on the start block right now. Oh, and I can't seem to pick her up on a camera. I could get Tommy to hold that curtain back for you guys. Good see her. Oh, wait. There she is. There's her back. All right. It's like a little caution tape malfunction over there. All right. Caroline, easily one of my favorite people on our Action Wellesley team. Just always a smile every time she comes into the gym. And when I tell you that this young lady runs wild, I mean it. She has the ability to just get herself out of so many jams. It's not always the most coordinated looking effort that you would see, but she makes it work like all the time. I don't doubt her skills anymore. If you look at it, she's not holding anything back on this flow course. She struggled in the challenge course with the skyhook move, but now that it's changed, we may find ourselves with a contender for podium. Yes, gets it first time here. She moves so big and is so strong. She's actually a very competitive soccer player as well. We'd love to see our multi-sport athletes have success both in ninja and in other athletic endeavors. And Caroline is a shining example of that. Got to get her hips. Oh, and just too much. Yeah, she didn't pull it. You gotta pull and hang heavy on that front swing in order to keep the ring from coming out. And she just got a little too loosey-goosey with it there. But, look at her. Such a hard worker. Just continue to work hard on this course. I mean, this is just for fun now, right? It's like the clock is kind of stopped on. I think she wanted to get her hands on the bungees. She'll have the opportunity to do so. Yeah, she might actually almost made it. Sticks the dismount. Great run out of Caroline. Always exciting. All right. And we've got back-to-back action athletes. Matt Zimmerman, who is another one who just in the last 2 seasons has really stepped into his own as a strong and capable man. He's finally grown into his body. Maybe a couple of years ago, he had these big feet that he was trying to figure out how to make them work. And he is flying here. My God. Already onto there. Yep. Gets a little elbow hitch and grab. Nice. Okay. Now he's got to negotiate the spinners. Little hops. Little hops. Little hops. Not taking any chances. All right, good. Now he's getting out of here. Excellent lachey out of Matthew there. Real low profile. Sent it straight. Scampering across here. Now, again, another athlete who's going to benefit from having a little bit more room to operate underneath that sky hook. If he can keep it hooked on, get his hips straightened out, waiting for it to come around. Nice. There he gets the hook up. Oh, trying to get... there it is. Okay. Now into the lane changer. Oop. Round and round he goes. Yep. There it is. Gets that. All right, now he's heading up top for the bungees. 25 seconds left on the clock to wrestle with this thing. I think if he can just keep his hands on the bungees, he's got enough time to finish. He just needs those grabs. Get to the blue. Get to the blue. To the blue, and he's home free. And another buzzer for Ashton Wellesley, Matthew Zimmerman. Good enough for fourth place, right behind Elliott, who's clinging on to that podium with the other speedy competitors. Okay, next up, Luke. And he is off. He is under. And back around. Through the moon rocks. Uses those long arms to get his grab through the panhandle. Okay, no touch of the truss there, totally fine. We're just sneaking up on these steps, sneaking up on him. Good save there. All right, and he's through. Whew, I'm sure he's breathing a sigh of relief. He's got to keep his legs up on his backswing here. Good pop on that lachey. He scampers through. Now, wants to keep his hips straight. Now, Luke is really tall, so even with that sky hook raised, still, there he goes. We gave him just enough room. Good call by the course judges to make that happen. Makes it a bit more fair for all the athletes, really. That's what we like to see. Oh, but comes up short on the lane changer. Negotiating that rotation. Just couldn't quite make it. But we'll give him a shot at the bungees. See him emerge from the truss here in a minute. Gets his first hand on the bungee. And just loses the grip. But he'll take his buzzer and call it a day. All right, our next competitor that we see at the start line, Alexa. Right behind the truss there on the middle left of your screen. We pick her up. She makes her way over that first box. Slides underneath. And around the corner. And back through the mid-course. Stepping up to our first frying pan. She should be tall enough to get, the brachiation. And she's through. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, just a little too aggressive on that first spinning disc. Like I said, that balance not to be taken lightly, but she goes full send across the scamper. No hands for her. That's what we like to see. Oh, and just misses to the sky hook. She's going straight for the bungees. She doesn't even want to mess around with all that just hard work. We know you can climb bars. We're not too worried about that. All right. Now she'll reach out here. Oh, it just gets bounced. The drop just took her out. All right, next up we have Paige. About halfway through our field here. Up and over for Paige. Through and then around the corner. Back through the mid-course. No problem with those moon rocks. Big old reach out there. Hips look great. She's got a vice grip on that handle. Oh, and another victim of the spinners. It is, especially when they're wide open like that. Those things spin, and in this orientation where you have to turn, like you have to go around the bend. There's just nothing else to it. Takes the ring off right away. Lane changer. Nope, bails on that one. Thinking about maybe smacking her back and going for the skip. Came up a little bit short there, but climbing up the truss. I'm now going to reach out for the bungee. Let's see. Can she take the drop? Okay, gets the first drop and the second. Now moving into the belly, where you hit that first bump and just snaps it right out of her hands. What now? Oh. All right, next up, another Action Wellesley athlete, Zach Sherman. Had a bit of a rough go in his first run, but let's see what he's got for... Whoa! Falls over the first one. The rough goes continue. Comes around the corner. Down through the curtain slider. Off of the moon rocks. Now, can he make this move here? Got to tidily stack those hands. Yeah, that was well done. Thumb over. I like it. Good. Grip feels good. Yeah, he's confident. Okay. Now, let's not make it 3 in a row on these spinners. He is respecting them. You can tell, very cautious. His little brother Levi, just off screen, looking on. He did yesterday. He is dialed for this run. Wants to see his brother go far on this course, maybe get a buzzer. But this is where Zach struggled the last time, is this pop. And he gets it. Nice. That is what we like to see. Good completion. Zach, they still got to get the dismount. Good. Feet slipping a little bit on that scamper board. Okay. He is still alive. 36 seconds left to go. So probably not a podium in his future. But if he can get through a full course, or at least time out on this one, that's big for him. Loves to work on speed. Oh, same thing. All right, well, I know what we're doing at practice on Monday. We're going to hook up a few of those Stage 4 designs. Ben Scraley signature bolt-on sky hooks and work on our ring tech. There goes Levi walking down the spectator area. It's a family affair here at Action, something we love to see. All right, now, our next athlete, Knox. His first run was exciting, power-packed. Let's see if he can keep it together here for this one. Slides under head first into home plate. Sorry, on camera there for you. Pulling double duty, commenting, and gets a little chalk here before he gets onto the frying pan. Uses that long reach. There we go. He's got his hands sorted out. Backwards to it, though. Oh, boy. Like I said, this kid, so that's a completion and a fail. Just couldn't keep it between the lines for that run. But a great save, even in, I mean, that last spinner, the movie put on there, jeez. My God, dude. Just putting his body on the line for posterity. This kid has one speed, and it's go. Now he's got it sorted out. Throw it. Very nicely done. Just took him a little bit to get his hips to line up there. Coming around on the lane changer. For the love of the game, he is up and over and down, making the final climb. Clock winding down as he emerges from the truss. And just times out as the bungees are ripped from his grasp. All right, here we go with Sydney. Some guy's head is right in my shot. Got to keep people out from in front of that camera. Yep. All right, Sydney. Had a bit of a rough time her first go. Taking no chances on these spinners. Getting it done. Nice and clean through there. All right. Now she's got to get her legs up. One of our taller competitors. Excellent lâché right there. Really well done. Sticks the landing. Through the scamper. Now she's eyeing up the skyhook move. She's got to keep those hips from twisting as she's going back. Starting to line up, this one would have been good. She's got to sense that big, oh, there's a good strong back rip. I like that. Way to take control, Sydney. Good job. She wasn't going to wait for it to come around. Around, yes, and she is still alive. This run is really coming together for Sydney. I think if she gets through here, that might be contention for first place. She's got to get off of this obstacle. Yep, there she goes. Okay, and I think that might have locked her up. Yeah, let's take a look. There it is. Oh, by a lot. Yeah. They just needed to get through a headshot. Okay.
Putting in my 2
Who did?
It's like a skin.
Oh. I was like, what the heck? Good Lord. You absolutely did. Nolan just stepped into the booth and rattled me. Says you. All right. Whoops. All right. See, now Nolan got me all off my game here. All right. Around the corner for Kira. Back down through the mid-course. Into the frying pans. Going reverse grip there. Stacks the hand. Those handles are just big enough to slide a second hand onto. Around the corner. Good. Onto the skull. Makes the grab. Just got to get the dismount here. All right. Now, if Kira can complete Scamper, that would move her into second place. She can do it more quickly. That would move her ahead of Sydney. But that's a lot of ifs in the next 52 seconds. That was a good, strong back kick. Gets the connection. And right there, second place. All right, now she's eyeing up that top spot. Coming around. And just can't complete. All right. Making the final ascent. Just times out here at the bottom of the bungees. All right, Riley up next. Up and over the first wall. Dives down under that second wall, kicks through the second. And our spectators have moved on, so we can give you full coverage of that. Stepping up, climbing the truss, and onto the panhandle. Good reach, good reach. Looking confident here. Likes that grip. And out. Okay. Oh, no. Another competitor. I want to say, is that 3? I think 3 female competitors that have all gone down on those spinners. They're diabolical. Whoever came up with those things. What a jerk that guy must be. Scampering across. All right, big jump here for Riley. Whoa! Riley took a tumble. She's okay. Fixing her hair. She's good. And it looks like she's going straight for the bungees. Okay. Rather than climbing back up there. All right, down she goes. Wants to prove she can do it. You can do it. Time winding down as she's wrestling with toes bouncing. All right. Moving right along, we have got 6 more competitors, I believe. Yep. Slides under. Around the corner she goes. Can she get through the spinners? That's going to be the thing. She put in a great run her first time out. So surgical with that landing of those 2 hands on that hold. There's not a lot of real estate to be grabbing there. She's got backhand though. That is a tough grab. She made it look easy. Oh, you could literally hear the crowd collectively holding their breath for her to get through that one. But now that she's through, the job's not done. Good. Coach begging her full throttle to let it rip. Stayed on the platform, a little back, but did not touch the mat. Now, can she keep the skyhook on here? I've seen a couple other competitors struggle with that. She does have good hip movement. Looks like she's definitely been here plenty of times before, but she is kind of swinging wild. But she's got to turn and just bailed on it. Grip was given out, maybe a little too much pump, but takes it around the corner. Look at the work ethic. This is just for posterity. Nobody told her to go do a round of double steps. And she's going to give it a try anyway. And that'll do it. For Riley. All right. Or Allison. Am I calling her Riley? Well, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Allison. I was looking at the wrong name on my sheet. All right, next up, we've got... Oh, let me find my right camera. There we go. Cole Jackson. Up and over the first wall, under the second wall, and he's through. I don't even think his hair moved an inch. I thought I might have clipped him on the way by. Swings through the moon rocks. Very tidy through there. Hoppity, hoppity, hop. Nicely done. Coach likes it. And gets the dismount. Electing to use his hands through the scamper. Cautious approach. Uses his long arms. So not a ton of hip movement here for Cole. He got into the pocket early, but now he's kind of gotten himself a little out of it, but still reaches out. Love that, but we're going sideways. Going to use his long legs to use that platform and rein it in. One back kick and then he's out. Nice job. Up to the lane changer. Drops it down. Okay. So not a threat to the top spot here with this time. About 30 seconds left. But he is putting together a fantastic run. And he's going to have enough time to finish this course if he keeps moving. Makes the ascension. As we've seen before, about 15 seconds is all you need. Ooh, electing to go hanging from the bar to start. Okay, well, now he's got to move. Stay tight, stay tight. Yeah, all shoulders. If you're not in L's during that last obstacle, it's just so hard on your shoulders to keep that grip. All right, Braden, 3 more. We apologize to those of you looking for our adults and young adults. We're going to run just a couple of minutes behind with this wave, but we'll get the podiums done. We'll have to give him a little bit of redemption time here for these teens who came out here and worked so hard. Braden moving quickly. A little stumble on the moon rocks, but nothing too bad. Already onto the frying pans. Nicely done there. Little hops, little hops. Right on the beat. This man's got rhythm. Now he's where he can do some damage. Look at the size of the swing this kid's taking. My God. So much power. Ooh, and just running across. I can barely catch him coming through there. He's in range. Makes the connection. Still got to get to the platform. Disengage the obstacle to get the point. There it is. Now brings it around the bend. Ooh, manages to still get that dismount. Nice. Here he comes up into the devil steps. Good time. He's got 45 seconds left. Sticks it. Okay, makes the ascension. And here we go. Can he, getting a little bit of shock from his coach there, can he hang on to finish this course? Doesn't want to get fucked here. Electing to go sort of backwards to it. I like this technique. Yep, now he's in the belly. Oh, and it just bucked him there at the end. Good enough for 5th place. So there you see it. With a few runners left to go, still have Quincy and Niall with their super fast runs. Elliott clinging on to that 3rd place, and Matthew in 4th. The next runner, Cole McDonald. Up and over. Under and through as we come up and around here. Scampering on those unstable moon rocks. Onto the frying pan. Cole in sort of those little baby L's. He's not taking any chances with his grip on this one. Very nicely done. A little hop. A little unstable with the shoulders. Recomposes himself. Hits, and off. Very nicely done. Very nicely done there as well. Okay, scampers across. Needs to get his swing sorted out here. This one looks good. Nope, just not enough on the backswing. Come on, Cole. There you go. Nice. Soft landing. Now yep, that's a clear. Cleared the point. Oh no, it's a start-finish platform. Oh, right. Oh, around the corner. Darn it. So that's the delineation between a finish platform and a start-finish platform. If you have to stick the landing, you can't come off the platform or just break the plane and go off to the side. And that's one of the a handful in the course that you have to make sure you stick. So if you're wondering why Cole hit the platform, but just didn't quite work out for him. Boy, his flex, he's been in like baby L's this entire course. That is a long time to stay pumped. And with 2 more competitors left to go, we get our second look here at Lauren Murphy. Now, she tore up this course her first time out. Let's see how she does here. Her teammate Niles Top Knot making an appearance in the frame there. Oh my gosh, she's flying so fast I can barely catch her. Sorry, there she goes. But the spinners have been giving people trouble all afternoon. Oh, yikes. Balance. It is the great equalizer when it comes to ninja. We train so hard to develop upper body strength, explosivity, all those things. And the neuromuscular connectivity, proprioception, and coordination between our feet and our heads. We really have to develop those neural pathways that allow your feet to send feedback quickly to your brain, and then it gets back again, and then your whole body reacts. I'm a huge proponent of balance training. The kids hate working on it. It's one of my favorite challenges. At least a couple times a month, we will finish our team practices in Wellesley with a team balance challenge. And the kids usually either leave empowered or infuriated. But either way, they learn something. She still has 14 seconds on the clock. I mean, it's not like she skipped any of the obstacles. It was just not her day for that one. And with that, we have our final competitor. It is Shane Martin. What happened to my flow timer here? Must have hit the wrong button. Okay, there we go. As Shane makes his way through the walls and back down through the mid-course and into the frying pans. Gets the first grab. Thumbs up on the grip this time. He learned his lesson in his first run. And he's there. Sticks the landing. Okay. Coach Jared says that the hands didn't really save him there, so he didn't want to do it. Judges don't want to fail people, man. We'll give you every benefit of the doubt. We hate having to do it. Shane trying to correct his backswing. You can kind of get a better angle of it here to see if he's going side to side. Now he got it in range. Now he's still got to get to that podium for the point. Come on. You can get there, dude. Big front swing. Okay, and he managed to save it. Nice little kick out there as well. Oh, missed the grab there. Got to go a little bigger. 10 seconds left on the clock. Can he get this last point for the lane changer? Bangs into the truss. I'll be feeling that one tomorrow, but he's taking it for the full ride. Blows right past his exit. And no, can't get it to the end. All right. Well, what an exciting flow course that was. Good enough for ninth place for Shane, but here's how our leaderboard stacked up. Quincy, Niall, Elliott around your podiums. Matthew, Braden, and Ethan are your top 6. On the women's side, Sydney Phillips put together a fantastic run. Kira breaking onto the podium as well. And Juliet rounds out your top 3. That'll do it for us here for the teams. We will be right back at you here momentarily with the adults, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for joining us as always, and we will see you in the next one.